Can your business operations get hoodwinked by cloud migration issues? Oh, yes, they can, honey. That's why we asked expert Cadman Chui from Akasia to shed some light on this very common problem. Hi everybody, I'm Nico Bernie Miller from Be Techly, and in today's Discovery Q&A, we bring leading tech experts together with business leaders to power tech decisions. Cadman and Akasia are awesome. Learn more about their public cloud modeling platform, which allows enterprises like yours to model the cost of your on-premise cloud environments by clicking the link in the description. So Cadman shared need-to-know insight during our Be Techly live discussion. And here are some of the highlights. Number one, migrating to the cloud is way harder than you think. Around 80% of companies' workloads have not been migrated to the cloud. And that's because 73% of companies' cloud migration projects take a year or longer to complete. That's right. So we asked Cadman if these stats are on par with what he's seeing in the industry. And here's what he said.
Right, so last year we exhibited at VMware Explore. And we took it upon ourselves to ask everybody we spoke to. We spoke to hundreds and hundreds of attendees, and each one of those attendees were VMware users or had something to do with VMware. Obviously, we're at a VMware show, so perfectly targeted for our little mini survey. And informally, we asked them, hey, how's your cloud migration going? And surprisingly, 90% of the respondents said they have not moved a single workload over to the cloud. A few of them said, yeah, we're on our way and we've got some of the newer greenfield applications, but the existing VMware workloads was still on premises. And so that was a big surprise to us.
Number two, even though you can save a grip of money on migrating your core applications to the cloud, that mess is very likely to go over budget. Companies say they can save as much as 40% on infrastructure costs when they migrate those applications to the cloud. But 55% of them also admit that they went over budget on their migration projects. So we turned to Cadman and we said, if companies can actually save money, why are they going over budget so often? And here's what he said.
It's very interesting. We see this a lot mostly for organizations that just say, hey, we're cloud first. We want to jump on the bandwagon real quick. Let's just do a lift and shift, get over to the cloud, and we're going to save a ton of money. And the problem with that, the main problem with that is when you do a quick and dirty lift and shift over into the cloud, because you've got VMware workloads and they're typically over-provisioned when they're on premises, you are transferring all that those over-provisioned resources into the cloud, and now you're paying for nothing. So you end up paying for way more than you need when you do and you perform a lift and shift.
Number three, folks don't always have the expertise they need to migrate their applications into the cloud and to manage them effectively. 46% of business leaders stated that they had insufficient cloud expertise on the technical level to justify a shift to the cloud. And about 30% of those same decision makers say one of their top challenges for migrating to the cloud is finding the budget to retrain their existing staff. Cadman, we asked him if investing in retraining staff is worth it, and what does migration mean to people's jobs? So here's what he said.
A bunch of legacy applications that are residing on VMware right now with a whole bunch of staff that know VMware inside and out. And so, yeah, you would need to retrain existing staff, or, you would, again, this comes back to the point that I was mentioning before that we found from interviewing our prospects. There are some job security factors here that come into play that perhaps upper management isn't considering, right? So why do that, right? So you've got lift and shift, which is the most basic, but it's going to cost you more in the cloud. You've got a rehosting with right sizing, which we would recommend because You right size, you move into VMware on cloud, and you retain all the skills that you already have. All of your existing human resources that are used to administering VMware, it's pretty much the same if you adopt a VMware and cloud environment on the cloud. And you add that to the fact that we've found a way through right sizing to make VMware on cloud cheaper than cloud native. Everybody wins. Upper management wins because they save money and gain agility, and now you've got access to all these different cloud native services now. And IT wins because they retain all of their skill sets, and you can reuse and reuse all those people to administer VMware in the cloud. The only difference is that the hardware doesn't reside on premises anymore.
If you want to dive deeper into this topic, how cloud migration roadblocks are impacting your business, click on the link in the description to watch the full replay. Plus, when you join the BTech Lead community, not only will you get great business tech insights like this one, but you'll also receive invites to upcoming events and rewards for your engagement. Speaking of a reward, get 500 smackaroos when you join our YouTube keyword contest by getting the keyword from this video. You can watch all of our videos to get a YouTube keyword and every correct keyword that you enter at btechly.com/about. Fill out the form, enter your keyword. Every correct keyword is an entry into our monthly contest for $500. So the keyword on this video is Piehole, Piehole, one word, Piehole, Piehole. Thank you so much for joining us today and have a great day.